All of us are taking up space on this planet, which means we all have rent to pay. And the rent that we pay is raising money, raising awareness, giving back. And again, that's a theme that we live by in our Palm Mitchell schools. Service is the rent that you pay for room on this planet. And when I think about that statement and what that means, I really can't think of too many Palm Mitchell school owners or another Palm Mitchell school owner who represents this more. Anytime that there's any kind of a heartbreak, anytime that there's any kind of a tragedy, anytime that there's any kind of a need, it doesn't matter how simple it is, how minute it is, this amazing man always shows up. And you know that the only way that somebody can show up and make a difference is because he's supported by a beautiful, incredible family. Please welcome to the stage, John Turnage. I have to tell you something. I have Palm Mitchell school partners all over the country, and many of them are here, and I get to talk to all of my partners, pretty much that's my full-time job. So every day I'm on the phone with my partners. So John, how do you and I end every single phone call?
I love you, man.
Do you think accountants are doing that? I love you, dude. Life is good in the Palm Mitchell school world. Here's John.
I gotta have a list. I apologize. First and foremost, I give all the glory and the honor and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And without him, there's no hope. To my wife of 27 years. And the best gift I could give my son is to love their mother. I love you, son. There's a guy that's here that always stands in the back. But he's a partner. And his name is Jim Van Hoos. He never gets accolades. I can't even see him. I don't know where he is, but I love you, Jim. I appreciate the fact they were best friends. And, one of the greatest things about this network is I called Jim, I introduced Jim, and I'm like, well, this is my best friend, my partner, Jim. And then I go to Steve Pollock, and I said, well, this is my best friend, Steve. And then, wait a second, there's Robert in the back. There's my best friend, Robert. And then Dave, and I go on down the list, and that's what this network is, because this is a family. And we treat each other the way that we want to be treated. We lift you up, we encourage you, we do everything we can. We build a facility that we believe is fitting for the Palm Mitchell Network. We build it for the fact that if I wanted to come to school, this is where I'd want to come to school. My brother Tom is in the house with his wife Catherine, and I love you, I appreciate it. I cannot imagine the support that he's given me all these years. And he's an incredible guy. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, Charlie and Mary Jane Leslie are here. They came from Oklahoma City with all the earthquake and everything else going on, so they're incredible support. I cannot imagine a better set of in-laws that any one person could have. It's been an incredible ride for 27 years. The future professionals, it's about you. In a little while, I want you to go upstairs and I want you to look at the picture on the wall, because it's a picture of the four people that started this thing. It's John, Paul, and Paul, and Wynn and Angus. But behind the pictures, behind those four sketches that Logan made, are the future professionals from the schools. And we put it behind there because where people come first, success will follow. You are what it's about. We can build $2 million, $3 million, $50 million facilities, but what really counts is that it's all walls until you show up. And I appreciate the fact that you entrust your lives with us. You entrust the fact that we get to hug each other. You entrust the fact that we are about changing the world and the face of this industry. And so for San Antonio, and for Dallas, and the newest addition to the family, Arlington. You know, we put our money where our mouth is. We always have. The issue is, you know, I kept seeing a lot of pain when I would go through school. So we asked a woman named Deanna to be a licensed counselor at will for when the staff or the future professionals called, if they needed somebody to talk, and we've entrusted her, and several have, and we've saved several people from suicide. We've saved a lot of people from heartache and trying to lift them up, because we're not just about cutting and coloring hair. I want to thank John, Paul, and Wynn for being partners. I can't even imagine this ride. From 2002, it's not even, you know, I was 18 years old. I was going to be an NBA basketball player and an orthopedic surgeon. Now I'm in beauty school. How incredible is that? You know, Wynn always makes a little joke about accountants, but he forgot that I am an accountant and I love to hug and I love people. So, you know, but I really, honestly, my wife would probably tell you I've transferred more over to the beauty industry than I am an accountant anymore. So there's some people I really need to thank, and the reason is because they are the staff of all the schools that we work with. They don't work for me. We work together. We have one common vision. The vision gets stated by John, Paul, and Wynn, and we move out to do it. And we are going into our fundraiser seasons, and we will make it. But the most important thing is the fact that we're family. And there's Tova Stroman, and I love you. She's an incredible lady. Mary Burlingame, I love you with all my heart. Cynthia Butler, they were my first two success coaches. Beverly Ficklin, your daughter got married too quick. I love you. Dave Fritz here. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but Jan Ryan, where is she? Jan Ryan, I love you with all my heart. These ladies have helped Wynn and John Paul create a foundation for the schools that make this thing hum. And we follow the systems. But I don't know. I talk to a lot of you, and I talk about unconditional love, and I talk about unconditional committed to success. And this is about unconditional love. It's time to lay down the troubles. It's time to lay down the challenges. It's time to step up. It's time to speak our voice. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about treating each other right. I'm talking about holding people accountable for what we've got. And I want you to know that I love each and every one of you. I cannot even imagine what I'm doing up here. I don't deserve it. I don't know if Kathy and Stan White here and Coach and Mrs. Miller, but the furniture inside is from them. Roland Lehman has been a best friend, another best friend for a long time. He did the floor and the sound and the side. And welcome to another addition to the family. I pray that your day goes great. I pray that this next week is phenomenal. And I ask that you make a choice. One choice, to be unconditionally committed to the success of yourself, the relationships that you have, and the people around you. And the only way to do it is to lift them up, encourage them, slap a little love on them, and smile. Thank you.